Hi everybody, welcome back to the Ginger Creek Garden. It is July 8th. I am here. It's about 6:30 at the garden today. We have just hit our 5-week mark for the garden this past weekend. We were out here on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, and we were kind of tying up some vegetables. We were pulling some weeds. We gave all of our plants fish fertilizer, which is really stinky, but we did it. We had to give our plants some food. We're gonna get on a regular schedule now to water them and feed them every week now on Saturday, hoping to do that. We got a great deal on some Miracle Grow, and some contributions from some of our people of the Ginger Creek Garden are donated some money so that we could pick up some more food for them. Plants need food. We feed our plants feed us. So that's what we need to do. And the more we get food in our pockets to feed them, the better the produce will be. I just want to give you a quick tour here of the garden today. Again, I said it was July 8th. We had just hit our 5-week mark with Ginger Creek Garden, and I want to show you around and show you what's going on in our garden. Let me turn the camera around. So here we are. Look at these zinnias. So I've never grown zinnias before in my life, but look how beautiful that is. I think that's so pretty. I've never grown zinnias, and one thing that I'm noticing about them, this one was here on Saturday. Look how big that is. It's huge and it's beautiful. And you look really close, there's like baby flowers in the middle. I've never seen that before. But this one's like man in the garden. She's like on watch, this guy right here. But I have been also told that if you want to cut your zinnias, you can cut it down the stem right above where there's a break like this. And then these branches will branch out and give you more zinnias on the side. So I'm going to come through here and pick some more, like these beautiful girls. This row of tomatoes is looking pretty good. We haven't had them high enough to actually tie them to the cattle panel yet. This guy is struggling. Not sure what's going on with him. All of our tomatoes are about knee height, or what's the tomato in there? See him? They're about knee high or thigh high on my leg. Some of these are in cages. Some of them will go up on the cattle panel trellis. We put the marigolds in between the tomatoes to ward off any pests, which I haven't even seen any pests. There's our watchdog Molly. Hi Molly. Hi sweet girl. Some tomatoes over here on this side. It's so funny looking at the Brandywine tomatoes. If you look at them, the leaves are way different than a normal tomato leaf. The same thing. This is a Brandywine, but look at the tomato leaf. They look so different than a normal tomato. That's another Brandywine. It's another Brandywine. Brandywines can get up to like 2 pounds, and then this is a normal tomato. The leaves are completely different in here. Let's see. I don't know what the variety of this is, but look at that. Tomatoes in there. More zinnias. Look how pretty. Peppers, peppers, peppers. Look at this one. Whoa. I don't even know what these are. Oh, Sugar Rush Peach. That's what that is. I'm glad I found it because I didn't know if I grew any at my house. So this is a whole pepper patch here. And every one of these has blossoms or a pepper. That I know is a cayenne right there. Tomatoes, more peppers. Beautiful zinnia. Look how pretty that is. I love that the zinnias bloom and they're just some random colors. Like there's never the same color in a bucket. There's an orange one's gonna open up. That's beautiful. We also have okra. You've seen all of our okra. Now in here, we're gonna have to thin this out, obviously. We got about 3 in here. So I'll come through here with some snippers and cut off some of them. That one's just a big one. You can tell the leaves are a little different on a couple of these because there are a couple different varieties out here. Sol planted these, so we named it Sol's Okra. This is a Clemson spineless. Same thing with that one. The thing that we love about okra is it's very forgiving. It likes heat, it likes cold, it likes drought, it likes flooding. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want with it. This is our cucumber patch. Goes all the way down the fence here. And I just tied some up. Not tied them, but I weaved them in and out of the trellis. And we have a couple cucumbers on here. Let's see, where did he go? Can't find them now. There's some baby ones. See them? Baby cucumbers. Going down the aisle. There's another baby cucumber. And that's actually, for some people that may not know, this is going to turn into a flower that will be a female flower. You can always tell the difference in a male flower and a female flower by the female flower always has the fruit on it. If you just see a flower like this and it doesn't have any fruit behind it, that's the male flower. He does not give us a cucumber. But then here's another one that's a female. And you can see that she has the fruit behind her with the flower, which will open, and then pollinators will come in and put the pollen from the male plant into the female plant flower there, and that will give us cucumbers. So that is a little bit of how that works. All of these, sorry about the camera not being in very much focus. That's a big cucumber right there, about to happen. These prickly little guys. They're very, very prickly when they're little, but as they get bigger and stretch out their skins, then they're not so prickly. Here's the cucumber I just saw. See him? Look at that. There's 6 varieties of cucumbers in this cucumber patch. So we're very excited to try a bunch of them. There's a market more. There is pickling, Boston pickling. So we'll get to see all of those. This is our green bean patch. Lots of green beans. There's some yellow wax beans in here also. And a whole nother pepper patch here. These are all peppers, bell peppers. And then for the end of the tour of the main garden here is our squash and zucchini. Got a couple flowers. There's a flower in there. This is an eggplant. We had extra one, so I just put them over here, planted them over here. These are not squash. These are zinnias, to which they will blossom soon. Some more zinnias. Squash. Squash flower. More squash. And then the Black Beauty zucchinis. I'll go up this row here. So now I want to take you over to the raised garden beds so you can see what's going on over there. But take note of this. See how big this squash is? And how big this squash is? All these squashes. Like this one is like the biggest one so far. This is the biggest squash in the garden bed we have. I had purchased some squash from Ace Hardware And we planted them over there, and then we planted them over here in the raised garden beds. And we have a squash to harvest. Our first harvest will happen today. Wait till you see this. What do you see? Some major squash happening in there. Look at that. Look at this squash. Holy cow. Look at those. But you remember how big those ones were over on the other garden, right? Look how big these squash plants are. These are like up to my waist. That's how tall they are. Oh, look at those. Oh, look. You could even fry this up and eat it. Look at those. Beautiful squash. So they're just going to keep producing and keep producing. You can see all the flowers coming out. They look really good so far. We don't have any disease or any issues right now with any aphids or any white powdery mildew. None of that. But what do we have over here? That is a squash. That's a baby squash.